Hello, I'm here to give you an overview of the Bikes Direct Windsor Tourist Touring Bike. This is not the current model, it's either a 2012 through 14, I'm not quite sure, but this was the previous model. Regardless of that, I wanted to get some information about the bike out there, at least an overview, so folks looking at Bikes Direct Windsor Tourist or any of bikes, they can kind of make a judgment call, as it is difficult to purchase a bike online. You see these great deals on their website, but there's definitely pluses and minuses to buying them. This is my second Bikes Direct bike. I have a Windsor Wellington SL as well. But I figure the more information that we put out there about these bikes, the more educated folks can be, if they want to buy a bike online or go to a bike shop and get one. I bought this one on eBay recently for $400 and just wanted to give people a view of it. The new model has a few different things, but it retails for $700 or $699 with free shipping on Bikes Direct. There were a couple upgrades on that one, but overall there's a lot of the same components. I particularly like this color that they had in the old previous model line. Now they come in a orange and black. It's all just personal preference, but I was kind of stuck on this green color. So I'm glad I found this one in my size. This is a 54 centimeter bike and it fits me perfectly. I am 5'10" and the standover is just right. So I just want to show you the frame first. It kind of has this green metallic sparkle paint. The welds look great definitely for a steel bike. No issues there. It looks really nice. It does come with 2 places to mount water bottles. A lot of touring bikes have a third on the bottom, but this one only has 2, which can be a negative, but you can easily throw a water bottle in a bag or get another cage somewhere that you can mount on here. It does come out with a steel fork as well, a chrome, and they call these 4130 chromoly tubing. Okay. That isn't the original skewer, by the way, that's in there. The one that was shipped with me was kind of missing parts, so I just threw that one on. But anyways, you can see there it comes with a place to mount your front rack. And then obviously, as most bikes have, it has one for your back. What I like about the bike also too is it looks like it has some really nice clearance here for bigger tires if you'd like to put ones on here. You might even be able to get yourself a fender in there. These are 700 by 32 tires that are mounted on it right now, so it kind of gives you some perspective of the gaps there. As you can see too, there's also a place on the chainstay here to mount or store some extra spokes in case you may break one on a tour. You can fit 3 there, but hopefully nobody has that problem. So if you kind of take a look at some of the components here, the biggest difference in the upgrade really for the new bike comes here with this stem. On the new one they have a threadless headset versus this older quill stem. That was the biggest decider I think that people make, and I think it's upgraded the price. But for my needs, I figured this one was fine. I'm not really thrilled with the stem that's on here, this quill stem. It looks very odd. It's very wide oval, kind of looks cheap. So I'll probably replace that, as well as I think I may replace the handlebars. They're a very thin diameter handlebar, and just for comfort, I'd like something a little bit wider. So I may go with an Origin 8 quill stem adapter that they make that you can put a modern stem on it and then change out the handlebars. I figured it was a quick adjustment, and with a lot of bikes, including Bikes Direct bikes, there's a lot of little customized things you do for fit and comfort, and I don't think that's unique to their bikes, but I think some of the quality of some of these components that they put on seat posts and stuff are a little bit lower grade than you might find in a bike store bike. The wheel set is kind of a no-name wheel set. It looks very similar to the ones that came on my Wellington, but this one has a lot, a lot more spokes for the touring to be a little bit heavy duty. I think it's the 36 spoke, and I noticed the spokes are pretty thick on there too. I did read a lot of people who were using the bikes having some problems with not so much the quality of the rims, but just how they're built. These are machine built rims, so if you're going to go on a long tour and use them, it's recommended that you maybe take it to a shop and have someone go over the tension on the spokes to make sure everything is adjusted properly. Okay, and so the group set is pretty nice on this bike, especially since I only paid $400 for it. I got a Tiagra, integrated shifters. Some people like bar end shifters that go down here for touring. I kind of like the integrated shifters. The bar end shifters, the advantage of those, they're easy to repair. But these are becoming so common now that it's a lot easier to find parts and people that can work on them. If you're in a real rural area touring in different parts of the world, you might want to go with the bar end shifters. So it comes with Tiagra shifters, a Tiagra front derailleur. The rear derailleur is a Diore, which I see is common on a lot of touring bikes. Get that wide range. I suspect that this bike was stored somewhere damp, and like I said, I just got it because the chain is rusty. It doesn't look like the bike was used very much at all and sat somewhere, so I'll have to replace that. Here's the crankset. It's an FSA Vero, and I'm not real an expert on cranks or anything like that, but it looks like it has the big ring is 50 39. So, and I've heard some people too talk about that there's not enough granny gears on this crank set here. They'd like something with a little bit of a different ratio, between that and the cassette. I'll try it out before, make a judgment call and switch it out. If you're doing a lot of mountains, you might want to mess with it, but we'll see how this one works. It looks like a decent crank set. Doesn't look too bad. The bike does come with Kenda Eurotrek tires. They look fine for touring. It's kind of nice. They got a little bit of a tread on them. Another thing I imagine I'll switch out will be the seat post. It doesn't have that back and forth adjustability, a 2-bolt seat post adjustable. And that's what I found on my other bikes, Direct Windsor, Wellington. I switched that out so I could change the angle and the tilt of my seat. The Vallejo seat on here, we'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten a chance to ride it yet because we've got snow here in Wisconsin. It's the beginning of February. So once I get a chance to take it out for a cruise, a long enough cruise, I'll let you guys know. But I just wanted to give a nice overview so folks can make a judgment call on the bike. I did weigh the bike and right before this video, and normally the bike comes with a rack, so I'm not quite sure where the rack went with this one, but I've got one that I can throw on there. The bike right now, as you're looking at it, weighs 27.3 pounds. So 27.3 pounds is a little heavy, but it is a steel touring bike, not terrible. And I don't think weight is really something that people focus on in touring. And I guess one other thing to show you is the brakes here. The Tektro brakes, cantilever center pull brakes, which you see a lot on touring bikes. They're pretty easy to service and pretty maintenance free. So we'll see how everything goes with the bike, and I'll update that when it happens. But here's the Windsor Tourist from Bikes Direct.